Okay, so today I'm actually going to show you guys how I do my power content campaigns on YouTube for top of funnel, meaning how I run cold traffic to my power content videos in order to get more conversations going and to give them a value bomb, right? Because when we're talking about power content, we are not wanting to run them to an opt in page. We want them to simply comment underneath the video. This just builds trust, authority, and it starts conversations, which, by the way, that's what we want to do, right? Because conversations are the fastest path to cash. And so the way that we're actually going to do this is a little bit different than Facebook, okay? So, what I do, the same thing that we do is $5 a day per campaign, but here's the thing. Under each campaign, so if we have a campaign, we're only going to have one ad group, which is similar to, which is basically the same thing as Facebook's ad set. And then we're only going to have one ad. Okay, so this is different, right? Because typically on Facebook, whenever I'm having you guys do this, we are doing a power content campaign and putting all three of our power content ads underneath that same campaign. Whereas with YouTube, we are just going to do one campaign per video. Okay. And so we're going to run these at $5 a day. Now, I'm going to make it super easy. Okay. There's only a few audiences that I use until we're scaling. And when I say scale, we're talking about like spending $100,000 a month. Okay. So most of you guys are not near the $100,000 a month in ad spend and probably never will be. Like I'm never going to get to that because I have no interest in scaling to the moon and back. Like I spend probably less than $500 a month on YouTube ads. Okay. And so I'm going to go over the 5 different audiences that I use when it comes to cold. And I'm actually going to show you, I'm going to open up my Google Ads Manager and I'm going to actually show you how I actually do these. So audience number 1 would be competitor placements. And I have the numbers by here. This means that I'm using 30 to 50 competitor YouTube channels. Okay. So whenever we're talking about placements, it's where are we going to put this, this ad in front of. So competitor placements would mean that I would make a list of 30 to 50 YouTube channels where my audience is hanging out. So for instance, I could put my videos in front of Russell Brunson subscribers. I can put my ads in front of Amy Porterfield subscribers. And so the reason that you want 30 or 50 is because you want to give YouTube enough channels. Because remember, competitor placements are low-hanging fruit. So there's going to be a lot of competition. You might pay higher ad costs. So the more that we can give YouTube choices of channels to put our content in front of, the lower the ad cost, right? I very rarely use this one, honestly. But if I can get enough placements, because think about this. Just because I'm telling, YouTube to go and put my video in front of Dan Henry might not have enough videos monetized. He might not have enough subscribers or enough views for YouTube to put my ad in front of his audience if I am not bidding high enough for the cost per view. And so competitor placements, low hanging fruit, but can really be hard to break into that space, but I do use them from time to time because they are low-hanging fruit, okay? That's the first type of audience. The second type of audience, specific keywords, okay? So the next 2 audiences that we're going to talk about are keyword placements and custom intent audiences. Now, we're going to be using keywords in our custom intent audience, okay? Let me actually just open up my custom segments. I have one that's pre-built. So let me actually go back once. So I'm going to tools and settings and I'm doing audience manager. And then I am clicking on custom segments. Your data segments right here, this is my retargeting audience. So you can see I could retarget people based off of specific videos watched. You could see any people who viewed any of my YouTube channel, didn't purchase my $7 offer. This is where I'm going to build my retargeting audiences. But that is a lesson for another day. We are going to talk about today creating these cold audiences, okay? So I'm going to open up my custom segment, and I'm going to show you. So this is a custom intent. So the difference between custom intent audiences and specific keywords is this is exactly what my audience is typing into Google search or YouTube search. Okay, remember Google owns YouTube. Now here's the thing. I'm going to use a lot of these same phrases for my keywords. Okay, so I'm going to use this example. So this is my custom intent audience for search terms. Okay. And so as you can see, I have them very specific. So these are for people who are searching for Facebook ad help for to sell their high ticket coaching offer. Okay. So you see, I have various different ways that people would be typing this into Google. I've got Facebook ads for coaches, Facebook ads for high ticket offers, Facebook ads to sell my coaching, Facebook ads for high ticket coaches, Facebook ad strategy for high ticket offer. How can I use Facebook ads to sell my high ticket offer? High ticket ad strategy, high ticket coaching, Facebook ads, high ticket Facebook ad strategy, Facebook ads to sell high ticket offer. I am basically wanting to target anyone who has searched for any of these terms. Okay. And it's very easy. You just type in. So let me find one that might not be. So Facebook ads for high ticket coaches. Let's see. Facebook ads to sell my high ticket. Do I have Facebook ads to sell? So I could say Facebook, actually I could put Facebook ads to sell my a high ticket. And I'm just going to hit, even though like it'll auto populate. If I put enter, if I press enter, it will automatically add it right here. It says not yet reviewed. So just so you know, before you can use these audiences, I'm actually going to X out of there because I want to keep my audience, because I want to use this for an ad. But you're going to see that if you add anything, it's going to go back into review. So when you build custom intent audiences, YouTube will review your audiences because sometimes people use this for health related stuff or weight related stuff. And so they have to approve any custom intent audiences that you create. Okay. But you can see one thing that you're noticing is I'm not straying away from Facebook ads for high ticket coaching or Facebook ads for high ticket offers. Okay. So I'm trying to think of any type of way that people would be typing this into Google. Okay. Now, whenever I am going to use my specific keywords, okay, I'm going to use 5 to 10 of those. And you'll see where the keywords, I'm going to actually do an example. I'm going to place one power content ad. I'll show you guys how to do the competitor placements. I am going to show you guys an example of how to do specific keywords. And I'm going to place a power content ad for that same custom intent audience. Okay. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to build a custom intent audience based off of competitor searches, just so that you guys can see how this works. Okay. So I'm going to cancel out of that. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to create a new custom segment. I am going to do, my segment name is going to be competitor searches. And I'm going to say people who search for any of these terms on Google. So I am going to put Amy Porterfield, and I'm just going to hit enter. Okay. I'm going to put Russell Brunson. So this means I am building an audience, a custom intent of people who are searching for Amy Porterfield or searching for Russell Brunson or searching for Frank Kern, Dan Henry, Rachel Peterson. I forget how she spells her name. I'm actually not going to use Rachel Peterson. I don't even know how she spells her name. Let's see. There's Russ Ruffino. Let's see. How do you spell it? Is it Ruffino? Actually, I'm going to actually look that up. Let's see. Russ Ruffino. How does he spell his name? Okay, I'm just gonna actually copy that because Rush Rufino, I get a lot of clients from clients on demand. Let's see, I'm gonna actually do Rachel Peterson too. Let's see, is that how she spells her name? That is probably not her. Let's see, Peterson. Gosh, how do I? She's like one of my main competitors. How do I not? Let's see, what is her? Is it Peterson? Let's see, Peterson. Yeah, there we go. Maybe that's her. Oh, and yeah, Dean Graciosis. That's good. So Rachel Peterson. Okay, so this is how you spell her name. So I'm gonna grab that because she definitely has my audience. I know Kat Howell has my audience. Let's see, and I try to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see, Marie Forleo has my audience. John Loomer has my audience. Mike Dillard has my audience. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm gonna say competitor searches. Like I said, these are some of my my biggest competitors. Not only some of my biggest competitors, but people who specifically like have my audience, right? I should actually say, I'll just leave it competitor searches. It is fine. And I'm just gonna hit save. And then what you're gonna see is that it's gonna be under review. Okay, so I will not be able to use this right now because YouTube is going to check to see if I'm breaking any of their terms by those search terms. So you could see now how I do my custom intent with search terms, and now you could see how I just did it for competitor searches. Now the same thing applies. Like whenever I'm going to go place my ad, I'm going to show you guys how to do the keyword. Okay, so what is the difference between me using the keyword option or the custom intent audience? Okay, glad you asked. So specific keywords. So I'll give you an example. So custom intent audience for search terms. This means that people literally searched for these terms in Google or YouTube, right? If I use those same search terms in the keyword section, right? Specific keywords, that means my ads are going to go in front of videos who have those specific high ticket coaching keywords inside the video's description, inside the video's title, inside the video's information. So that's the difference, right? Custom intent are people who are actually searching for those actual high ticket coaching terms, or are those people who actually searched for my competitors? Versus if I'm using competitor keywords, Google is going to put my video ads in front of people whose videos contain those competitor names in their description, including some of their videos. Okay, so that's the difference, because a lot of times people get those two confused. Custom intent are people who are actually searching for those terms. Keywords is content that has those terms in it. Okay, so I am going to use one of my pieces of power content videos. Let's see, I have a playlist that's called Ad Strategy Replays. Now, here's the thing. We are going to be doing discovery ads. So we're not going to be doing the in-stream ads, because in-stream ads, we will not be able to get comments underneath the video. We want our videos to pop up in the YouTube sponsored post feed. So if I just go to YouTube in itself, right? So for instance, right here, that you see how this is an ad, my video would pop up as a thing to watch. Or if I'm watching a video, right? Or if I'm watching a video, my video ad will show up right here as next to watch. Or something very similar, right? Okay, that's what we want. That's what we want. We don't want the in-stream. We don't want the in-stream ads. We want to put our videos so that people will click on it. And so that is the reason why, if I go back to my main channel, that is why you want to make sure that you have a really good thumbnail. So right here, you could see that I am going to click on this $5 ad strategy that's putting calls.
I'm Joey.
On my client's calendar. This is going to be a great video for my high ticket coaching audience, right? Because all of them want to get tons of calls, and I'm going to show them how to do it with a low price, a budget friendly ad. I'm going to let this ad play
and I'm one of
for
the
a minute.
30 AI voices from SpeechLab. You listen to this video until now, and
if you're a coach or and so this is going to be the ad that we're going to have. It's using the Power Content Framework. You can see this is under 5 minutes. Okay. So, and you can see all of the comments underneath this page. Now, this is going to work a little bit different than on Facebook, because here's the thing. We are going to have to put the cheat sheet in the comments. On Facebook, we do not want to do that. On YouTube, we have no choice but to do that. Okay. Now, this will still have we still have conversations with this a lot of times. And also, whenever they're going to click on your value bomb, right? For instance, like I am doing a doc, you could see I have my call to action here. So plenty of opportunities for me to get the sale. And it is going to put a lot of comments. People are going to say, I'd love to have the guide. And it actually does lead to conversations, because a lot of times people will comment. I'll send them this guide here, and then they will literally track me down and have conversations. And so you can see I've got 28 comments here. This video is doing really, really well for me. And I also make sure that I have like all of the, important keywords, right? That are in here. I don't spend a lot of time. I literally just do my headline, promise of value. That's all I'm doing. Okay. You can see there's not going to be anything for them to opt into, nothing for them to sell. Obviously, I have my ad coaching for 7 on all my stuff, but the main thing is I want them to get this guide. I want to have a conversation with them. So I'm actually going to use this video as my ad, as the example. So here's what I'm going to do. So campaign number 1, I am going to use the same video. So for me, I'm going to use the same video, and I'm going to show you guys how to use these different audiences. For you guys, though, if you only have $15 a day, or if you only have $5 a day, you're only going to want to pick one of these, right? So in my example, I would pick, custom intent audience. So let's say that custom intent audience that I just did with, Russell Brunson and Russ Ruffino and all of that, I would put all 3 power content videos, right, going to just this one audience. But the way that I'm actually going to do it is I'm going to use one video, and I'm going to test it with different audience combinations. And so you can do it either way. You can use one video and send it to 3 different audiences, or you can use all 3 different videos and send them to the same audience. Okay, it's up to you. I present you guys with things, and I want you guys to get creative. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is I have to go, obviously, upload it to YouTube. I'm going to hit share, because that is what we're going to do. And I'm going to go into the main Google Ads. I'm going to hit new campaign. And here's what we're going to do. We are going to create a campaign without a goals guidance. Okay. Now, just to be clear, this is the way I do power content to cold traffic specifically. Okay. There are other ways that I do other YouTube ad campaigns. This one is only for those of you guys who are doing your power content to cold traffic, okay? So what we're going to do is, and this, by the way, is the only way to get your ads only under the display, okay? If you choose any of these other options like sales or leads or website traffic or brand awareness and reach, it is going to do a combination of the different video placements. We want it only under display ads, right? Because we want people to be able to comment. So create a campaign without a goals guidance. And what we're going to do is we want to do an in-feed video ad. So we're going to use video, okay? And you can see you have your choice of a non-skippable in-stream. It's going to want you to do other things. We are going to do custom video campaign, because what we're looking for is the in-feed video ads. Okay, so we're going to hit custom video campaign. And then the very first thing that I'm going to do is I am going to go and I'm going to paste that video under there. Okay. Now, as soon as I paste it, you can see it's going to ask me what type of ad I want it to do. I'm not going to do skippable in-stream because remember, people aren't going to be able to comment. It's just going to be a video that's going to play in front of. Now, there isn't a strategy for skippable in-stream. This one is not it. We want to hit in-feed video ad. So it's going to look like this. It's going to, now here's the thing. It's going to allow us to change the headline or however we want. Let's see, my video's headline. I'm actually going to just copy that. And that is going to be my video's headline. So you can see it changed it here. This $5 ad strategy is putting a ton of calls on my client's calendar. Isn't showing up, but that's okay. The $5 video ad strategy. Let's see. We can say this $5 ad strategy books tons. It won't let you do caps of discovery calls. We can do that. Yep. And it'll all fit. This $5 ad strategy books tons of discovery calls. It's going to ask you for a description. So a lot of times I'll just go to my headline promise of value and I will put this $5 ad strategy. So let me copy that. Let's see if it'll fit because we only have 35 characters. So you can see way, let's see. So we only have 35 calendars. Use this to sell your high ticket or your coaching. Use this to sell your coaching. We could say something like, because you can see as I'm typing, it's putting up a description. So you want to make sure that you're being, very strategic with this. So we have this $5 ad strategy books a ton of discovery calls. Use this every week. Let's see. Could say this $5 ad strategy books tons of discovery calls. My high ticket clients love this. Use this. Let's see, I could say my clients use this weekly. And then there's description number 2. My clients use this weekly. Follow this step by step. Ooh, that works. Follow this step by step. My clients use this weekly. Follow this step by step. And my ad name is the $5 ad strategy to book more calls. Okay. So we worked on the ad first. So this is what it's going to look like on mobile. This is what it's going to look like. So you see my clients use this weekly. This $5 ad strategy books tons of calls. So it'll actually show you how it will look in the different placements. So when people click on it, and that's why you want to have like a nice looking thumbnail. Okay. Now this is maximum cost per view bid. I always put 0.25 cents. Typically it is lower than that, but I usually put in 25 cents. Okay. Now remember what we want to do is so the first thing I'll show you how to do is how to do competitor placements. And we want 30 to 50 of these. Okay. So bear with me while I do this. So what we want to do is we want to go up to placements. Okay. So what I can do is I can either grab their channel or I can just start typing. So if I do Amy Porterfield, you could see, Marie Forleo. She was one of the people that was on my list. Jasmine Starr. A lot of people, she has let's see. But you can see that Amy Porterfield did not come up. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go and I am going to I'm going to start a new one because I don't want to lose my link placement. So I'm going to do Amy Porterfield. I'm gonna go find her actual channel. There we go. And so all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab it and I'm going to paste it there. And then we will see that, boom, we got her. Okay. And so that's all we're going to do. Okay. So we are going to do this until we get actual 30 people here. And so I'll pause the video and so I'll get this ready. Okay. So now that we have like our 30 placements, it takes a little time. We're not going to change anything other than the ad group name. I typically name it $5 ad strategy. I name it video and then audience. So this is custom. No, actually this is competitor placements. And I'm actually going to copy this and I'm also going to name this by my campaign because remember, this is different than Facebook. We're only doing one video, one audience for everything. Okay, so my campaign name is $5 ad strategy, competitor placements. I'm going to do daily. I'm going to do $5. I'm going to do United States and Canada. That is just my preference because of the time of my coaching calls. I'm not going to do any exclusions right here. I'm not going to do any audience segments or demographics. I'm just simply going to use the placements. And you can see here, based on my $5 a day, I could expect this. I could expect this. Now, here's something to be careful of. For the month, you won't pay more than your daily budget time, the average number of days in a month. Some days you might spend less than your daily budget, and others you might spend twice as much. Okay, so here's something to know. YouTube might spend $10 a day some days and then no dollars the other days, but your monthly budget will never be more than 5 times 3, which is $150. So YouTube will never spend more than $150 a month, but some days it might spend $25. Other days it might spend $2. Okay, so just be wary of that. The first time I placed YouTube ads, I did not know that. Okay, so that is for campaign number 1. And then I would just go ahead and I would create that campaign. Okay, so I am going to hit create campaign. And then I am going to go and I am going to do the next one. And then you can see here that it is being placed. Yep. And then if I click here, you're going to see the ad and you can see that it is pending under review. And you're going to see that it is an in-feed video ad, meaning it will be a sponsored video. Okay. Because remember, we don't want in-stream ads. Okay. So now we're just going to go back to the main thing and we're going to do it again. We're going to go to campaigns. I'm going to hit new campaign. And I'm going to, again, create a campaign without a goals guidance. I am going to do video and I'm going to do a custom video campaign and I'm going to hit continue. And I'm going to do the same thing again. Let's see. But this time I am going to use keyword competitors, right? So this is going to tell me this campaign is going to be $5 a day ad strategy. And I'm using competitor keywords. So I'm going to name my ad group the exact same thing. I'm going to go and grab my link and I'm going to do it all over again. Oops. Did I not grab that? I'm going to copy. There we go. And I am going to do that. And I'm, again, remember, in feed video ad only. I am going to go ahead and I am going to grab this and I'm going to change it slightly. I'm just going to put this $5 ad strategy, books, tons of discovery calls. My clients use this daily. Follow this step by step. And I add the $5 ad strategy. Okay. So again, we're basically doing the same. We're going to use 25 cents. The only thing that's different is we are not going to use placements. We're going to use competitor keywords. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I am going to type in Amy Porterfield. And the way that I'm actually going to do this is I'm actually going to put these in quotations because I want to make sure that it's going to look for people who are Amy, like that has Amy Porterfield as a term, not Amy, not use Amy separately than Porterfield. Okay. Because if I don't put those quotations, it'll just look for any videos with Amy. Okay. So I'm going to do again, Russell Brunson. I'm going to do Marie Forleo. Frank Kern. And let's see, one more. I'm going to go with John Loomer. So again, we want to choose 5 to 10. Okay, so here I have put in 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so that is all I am going to do. I am going to go to the top. I'm not going to do campaign total again. I want to do $5 a day. And I'm not going to select an end date, United States and Canada. Everything's all well. The only thing that's changed is instead of doing placements, I am now doing keywords. And you can see, again, average cost per view, $8 to $23. 23 cents. You can see how many views, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm going to create the campaign. Okay, so now you have seen me do with competitor keywords. Now you're going to see me do it one more time, but this time I am going to do it with my custom intent audience that I have already created. Okay, so I'm going to go back. I'm going to copy this because remember, my custom intent is something that I've already built. Okay, so I'm going to continue to campaign and the ad group, and it's going to say under review. So if I go back to overview and I go to Google Ads and I go to campaigns, you're going to see that right here, $5 ad strategy to competitor placements. You can see right here, $5 ad strategy keyword competitors. So you see why I name things the way that I do. Like right here, these are my retargeting, $70 sales. I'm targeting all of my YouTube viewers, buyers excluded. You can see right here, I'm targeting my YouTube subscriptions with a video called I'm Retargeting You. This one, I'm retargeting all of my website visits, again, with the video called Retargeting You. You can see I'm getting conversions here. So we're going to do one more. Okay. So here we go. We got our 2 power content videos. We're going to do new campaign. Again, walking you through one more time, create a campaign without a goals guidance. We are going to choose video, custom video campaign. And I am going to do the name of the name, $5 video ad. And this time I am going to do custom intent, so CI. And I'm going to do high coaching ads, and I am going to grab my video. Now, again, you guys are probably going to play around with this and you're going to find shortcuts of how to, copy campaigns and all that fun stuff. I just haven't sat down and actually just learned all of that stuff. I just do what I do. I copy that. A lot of you guys are probably actually better technically at doing this stuff, but just think, guys, I multiple 7 figures and I just know how to put content in front of my audience. And that's all I'm asking, you to learn is how to, I'm just showing you guys how to put your content in front of your right audience. This $5 ad strategy hooks. Discovery calls. my clients use this daily. Follow this step by step. Let's see if I can fit training in there. Yep. So you can see here, my clients use this daily. Follow this step-by-step training. This $5 ad strategy books discovery calls. Cool. $5 ad strategy. Again, book 25. We're going to pay 25 cents. This time, okay, this time I'm going to do, okay, so again, daily. I do $5 a day. Now, instead of choosing, so let me copy this just so I know my ad group name. I'm not going to change anything, but this time, instead of doing keywords or placements, I'm going to go audience segment, and I am going to, you can see all of my pre-done audiences over here, and my retargeting audiences here. Like if I wanted to target my viewed any YouTube videos, my $7 funnel, but we're doing cold traffic here. So I am looking for my high ticket. Yep. Searched for Facebook ads for high ticket coaching offer. Boom. There. I am not going to reach more people who are similar to your selected audience. You can see my average cost per view here, much cheaper than the ones, that I use with my placements and so forth. So I am just going to hit create campaign, continue to campaign, and we are donezo. Now we have 3 pieces of power content right here placed as YouTube ads. So hopefully you guys got a lot of value out of this video, and everyone should be running power content ads on YouTube. Just my personal opinion. This is what I do. Of course, there's no reason that you guys must listen to me. This is just something I recommend that you do. This is what I do. And so I just wanted to show you guys how I do it. If you do it a little bit different and get better results, please share with me what your framework is. So anyway, you guys have an amazing day. I'll see you guys later.